What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bright, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about Fear the Walking Dead, a little bit of The Walking Dead, comic stuff, spoiler warning, obviously, for all that stuff. If you're worried about spoilers, please stop watching now, as I don't want to ruin it for you. But let's talk about Dwight, Season 5, Episode 3 of Fear the Walking Dead, and the journey of Dwight and Sherry. Well, let's go back to Season 8 of The Walking Dead. Daryl clearly told Dwight to get out of here and go find her and make it right. And Dwight's been doing that for over a year now. And that's a long time. That is a super long time to be looking for someone and not find them. But there's hope because we're getting notes and breadcrumbs that she's still alive. But Daryl kicked Dwight out, and what Daryl says goes. But this isn't the first time Dwight's been getting notes from Sherry. This is kind of their thing. I don't know what's up with that. And really, Sherry left in season 7, and we haven't seen her since. And that's okay in my book, even though I kind of wish she was with the Whispers. Way back in season 7, we got a hint that Sherry was still alive, and Dwight was upset, and he's been doing everything in the zombie apocalypse to keep her alive. Even giving her to Negan, and that whole story with Sherry's sister, and then Sherry becoming one of Negan's wives, and Dwight being burned. And it was just crazy, right? Dwight has done a lot to try and keep his wife alive. And it's pretty sad, if you ask me. It's a sad existence in the zombie apocalypse. You're trying to keep your wife alive. She's there alive at the sanctuary, and you can't see her. It's like, what is going on? This is terrible, but it's just one big mess, and I feel bad for Dwight. But then, in season 8, we had hope. Like, yeah, honeymoon forever. Honeymoon infinity sign. That's got to be a connection with Alpha, right? And the Whispers, burnt. Nope. That didn't happen there, but Dwight went to go find her. Did he get the truck and go? Evidently, he went all the way down to Atlanta, Georgia, and then booked it over to Texas. But he still hasn't found her yet. But there's been notes and more notes and notes, and it's kind of interesting, but will it ever pay off? It better, right? Because if we're invested in this story and there's no payoff, if Sherry is gone, if Sherry is killed, if Sherry is never to be seen again, that's like, what are we doing with this story? It's pretty dumb, right? Well, we saw that Dwight is on Fear the Walking Dead now. As of Season 5, Episode 3, Dwight is the second crossover character, and hopefully Sherry will be the third. We haven't seen that yet, but hopefully it's coming this season, or next season, or at least some point in the story of Fear the Walking Dead. But Dwight is all about finding Sherry, and it's sad because he's been doing this for over a year, and I love the notes right here that John was looking at. And really, John and June really got a lot of information out of Dwight without even Dwight even talking to them. And I don't know if they got the information because we know it or they're that good at detectives. But either way, I can't really make out what is said here. There's a couple things I kind of turned it to kind of read it, but it happens super fast in the episode. They don't really focus on it too much, but there's a lot of different notes and a lot of different areas. What we got out of it, there's a little more writing on the one, like she's not giving up. And really, she's leaving notes, and she doesn't even know if Dwight is still alive. So that's kind of interesting. And also, if you look at the one with the dinosaur merchandise, dinosaur world, there's the symbol on there, and you can see a bunch of different notes had the symbol on there of the infinity sign or whatever you actually call it. But what does that mean? What does that mean to them? Honeymoon forever? Love forever? Or this is going to be going on forever? This is your story forever. You're going to try to find her forever, or they're never going to give up hope or something. Is it symbolic or what? But I feel like Dwight is never going to give up looking for Sherry. And there has to be a payoff, right? I mean, it's a build-up and a build-up and a build-up and then a build-up. And then, come on, we have to have satisfaction. We have to get an answer. But we don't have that yet. And it was sad when Dwight was talking in the car, and then he told the whole story of that too. But he was looking for a way out. And did you catch kind of a connection, callback, Easter egg to The Walking Dead? I caught it pretty much right away, especially with the radio and the gun and the precarious situation that Dwight was in Season 5, Episode 3. But if you go back to The Walking Dead, it reminds me of Rick Grimes and the tank. It was like, yep, he's looking for a way out. But luckily, neither character did it. But, oh man, the good old days of The Walking Dead. I miss you, Rick. But Dwight is all about finding Sherry. And I guess we are too. Sherry did a big thing. She let out Daryl Dixon at the sanctuary, so we have to like Sherry a little bit, right? Even though Sherry and Dwight were pretty terrible to Daryl in Season 6. But Sherry let Daryl out, so we gotta make up for it. As for the registration here, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but I don't really get there too much out of this. But even though the VIN numbers were different and John went back and looked at it and it's here, and it's kind of cool that John looked at something and he found something out that helped Dwight to stick around. But it was interesting because I thought John was going to find something here like, oh, there it is. There's a clue. But the clue's on the back. West on 30. That's it. That's all the clue you get. Keep going west on 30. Just keep driving. And then when your car runs out of gas, just keep walking west on 30. I'm not going to be there, but keep going west on 30. So Dwight's been going all around and around and around. And it's pretty sad because he hasn't found her yet. But do you think he will? He's got it, right? I mean, come on, that'd be pretty crappy if they never meet again. But I really thought John Doherty was going to find something in here like, oh, you didn't check this. Or what's up with the fuzzy dice on the mirror? Is something in there? It kind of drew some emphasis, but I don't know if the writers are going to do something like that or not, and I doubt it because they haven't done it before, but you never know. As for still looking infinity sign, do we really think that Sherry's going to come to this Humbug's Gulch, this little western town, and see this and be like, oh, he's still alive? Well, maybe, and what if Sherry has actually been misleading Dwight to keep him alive? Don't go this way, go that way, because she could be part of a group that is not really good or not really welcoming of Dwight. Do you really think that Sherry just left on her own? Do you think she let Daryl out and escaped on her own to not come across another group of people? I doubt it, right? I highly doubt that Sherry is alone. And she probably could have been alone, but she probably came across another group. And I talked about her comic storyline. It's definitely different on the show versus the comic. There is a Sherry, there's a Dwight, there's a Laura, there's the Sanctuary, there's the Saviors, there's Negan, there's a bunch of different stuff. But Sherry is one of Negan's wives in the comic. But as time goes on, after the war and everything there, Sherry actually takes over leading the Saviors at the Sanctuary. And she goes after Rick and the group at Alexandria. And it's a nice little storyline. Dwight is with Laura. You know, the Savior with the tattoo on her neck, and she's part of the council at Alexandria right now? Yes, that Laura. But this is a shot of Sherry from the comics, and it's interesting because Sherry is leading the Saviors. They go to Alexandria, and it's a whole big thing, and then something happens with her and Rick, and it causes some problems. But it's pretty interesting that Sherry is leading the Saviors, and could she be leading another group? And personally, I would love to see her leading another group or part of another group, and that she would have to do something big for Dwight, where it comes full circle, where Dwight had to do something big for Sherry, and Sherry has to return the favor in Fear the Walking Dead. Not to say it'll happen, and it probably won't, and it's probably wishful thinking, but I would love to see that happen. But could Sherry be a villain? Is Logan going to be a villain? Is somebody going to be the villain? The show needs a villain in my opinion, but it's all about the group helping people and saving people and working with people and trying to provide help and everything there too. So we could have Logan, we could have Annie, we could have someone else connected with Annie and or Logan and or the helicopter people. But what do you think is going to happen in the rest of the season with Annie, Max, Dylan, Logan, the helicopter people, Daniel? There's a lot of things, right? I mean, I think Dylan, the guy with the glasses, is going to be the weak link. He's going to cave. He's going to do something. He's going to give up the information that they're trying to do. And do you think Max, Dylan, and Annie are working with other people like adults, or are they really on their own? And when are we going to see these people again? I hope very, very soon. I hope it's in the first half of season 5. In the second half of season 5, does it connect with the Rick Grimes movies, or what's going on with the CRM people, and what does CRM mean? Why are these people just tasing people and not killing them? I got questions. We got questions. You got answers. Come on, Fear the Walking Dead. Let's get some answers. I know it's only season 5, episode 3. There's a long way to go. So I have faith that they're going to answer the questions. But will we see these helicopter people very soon, or is it going to drag out? Is the Sherry thing going to drag out? Is the Logan thing ever coming back around? Is the Annie, Max, Dylan thing going to drag out? And I'm okay with it taking time to get answers, but if it could be a little bit of an answer, a little bit of an answer, build up, question, some answer, question, answer, 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 season done. I don't know. What do you think it means? What's up with the infinity sign? Is it just infinity forever? Does it mean they're going to be doing this forever? Are we going to get answers? And West on 30 is pretty hilarious if that's all they got for the note to go there. Like, yep, going west on 30. And then what? But let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, and please, guys, hit that subscribe button, become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family. And remember, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself, you can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.